you all. I hope you all are doing well. If you can hear me, put a 1. I have my contacts on, so I'm not going to be able to see a lot of you all. And it's good that I don't, because I'm going to talk. And then when I get to the destination, I'll say what I need to say. But if you can hear me, please put a 1. Okay. I see what you all. Okay. So I heard Rico. I heard King Roman. I heard Billet Boy, aka Mother, aka Treasure Lane. That's all I've heard so far. That's all. And I'm not. Oh, I heard Miss Olivia. I heard Miss Olivia's then. And let me say this: stay in your own lane, because it is really giving. We want to see Mother, Treasure, Billet Boy fight King Roman. And I was very surprised when Treasure Lane was telling me people were hitting him up to tell him this. I mean, don't we have the priority alerts of the world? But that's neither here nor there. I just tell people to stay in your own lane, you know. But let me say this. King Roman, I think it was very stand up of you to do what you did. Now, a lot of people don't agree with that, but I don't care because I'm my own person. I have an opinion, and either you're part of the problem or the solution. So I really thought what you said was stand up. I said it. I stand by it. You took accountability, and that's it. I don't see that there's a need for an apology. I don't see the need for an apology. For what? For what? I take accountability. I went too far to do this, this, and the third. Because if that's the case, then apologies should go around both ways. Those are my thoughts. So I thought what you did was really good, King Roman. No problem. But today, I sat back and watched, and it's like, if you don't care, then why even address? I don't think that the beef sector is against you. I think everybody has their day, and it depends on how you handle it. And the more these people can press buttons, make your veins pop out, make you seem like you're unhinged and upset, then they'll do it. It's just that simple. It's that simple. Um, the King Roman of the I take accountability is going to get you much farther than the King Roman of I'm going to read, roast, and tell everybody off, and I'm going to tell you how I feel about X, Y, Z. And I'm just saying, because everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a right to say what they say. One thing about the beef sector is you cannot come for people and you don't think they're going to clap back. That's just simple. But what bothers me is you don't really take this seriously, or it seems that you do. And this is your show. And once you finish your show and the curtains are closed, go to that dressing room, take your costume off, and go to hell home or wherever you're going to let the audience go where they need to go, and you go where you need to go. It is that simple. Um, I'm going to say this. King Roman, said what you said. You took accountability. Now move on. See, people are mad at you because of Rico. King Roman, there are some people who cannot stand you. They do not like you for the mere fact that you have self-esteem. That's a problem. Just don't like it. You have an anger issue, and they don't like it. So no matter what you do, there are always going to be those people who really do not see it. And then you have those people who are just tag along to get along. If XYZ don't like you, then I'm not going to like you. You got those people. Then you have those people who are going to ride with you no matter what you do because they like you and you can do no wrong. And then lastly, you have those people who will look at the evidence and look at the situation and make their decision from the information that has been provided. And you're going to have those people. But King Roman, move on. Because Rico is hurt. He thought you were his friend. And no matter what you do, it's up and stuff. That's it. And you going back and forth with him is not going to do anything. The bottom line is you, according to you, did not call the cops. You called animal control. I also heard you say that when you called to check on the case, that it was closed. So there was no way that what I did could adversely affect you. That's it. And if you know that to be true, move on. Because people are not going to believe it. They're going to think whatever, regardless of what you want to do. You got to move on. Period. Rico, you can either be bitter or you can be better. And let me tell you something, Rico. You got a lot going on. Your health, your court date. You have a lot going on. You got to find a job. And you going after King Roman, you know, it's not, I don't think it's going to end well. Because what are you going to do? The man is not your friend. I told you there are no friends on YouTube. We are subcontractors. He has shown you, according to your perception, who he is. So govern yourself accordingly. Take this situation, learn from it, reflect. But you talking about after September 30th, it ain't over. Rico, you sound ignorant. Street justice is going to get you in jail. And unfortunately, Rico, even though you may not like it, King Roman has, I think, a few more resources than you may have. Rico, increase your options. Because what you're doing now, it ain't it. Just being honest, it's not it. You're going to sit there and get bitter. You're going to hold this up to September 30th. And I can't understand. Now, let me tell y'all something else. And this is all sincerity. This is not Jay Wilson messy. This ain't Jay Wilson entertainer right now. I think this is Jay Wilson's PSA, public service announcement, and take it how you want. You you need to really move on. Do not decline Jesus and God and can't move on. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger. Be angry, but sin not. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and I will repay. Just step back and get better and stop getting bitter. I can't understand how y'all love Jesus, but y'all still holding vengeance and spitefulness in your heart. Now I'm talking about the people who love Jesus. If you don't love Jesus and you know, hey, I get it. This ain't for everybody. But don't sit up here and hold this in your heart. Let me tell you something. You better be glad that they didn't book you on harassment charges. Because Rico, to be honest, you having that knife in your hand wasn't a good look. Your place being disheveled and unkept wasn't a good look. And then they came in and let me tell you something. They can say whatever they want about lyrics. They will come into my house and see, and they will leave. So when people was talking about I got every shot record, every record there is to have. But if the dog is laying in her mess and mess is all in the house, then that makes a difference. And that's no shade. That's just being real. It is just being real. Let me say this to you as well, Rico, because you say a lot of stuff to people, and then you come with a vengeance, you become the victim. You become nobody don't like Rico. You start talking about Rico in third person. You got an issue with something. You got an issue with Trace Your Lane. You got an issue with me. You got an issue with everyone. And nobody just don't come for you for nothing. Rico, you are almost 40. You are 5 years away from being 40. You need to make some drastic changes in your life. If you want to honor Sparkle, your grandmama, and those people, be better and not bitter. Go get that therapy that you've been inquiring about so you can get healed and you can have healthy relationships, not codependent relationships, not a relationship of dependency. Maybe interdependency, meaning that I need people, but if I don't have them, I still can make it. Be a man. Be civil. Use emotional intelligence. Stop using violence to solve everything. That is not going to help you in the end. You see where it got you. And see, again, I am the first to admit that when I thought King Roman called the cops, I'm like, ooh, I don't know about this. But Rico, the law wouldn't have taken you if they didn't feel that there was not something there. So what are you going to do going forward? You going to still cuss King Roman out? You still going to throw shade? You still going to want to go to fight and do all of that? Do you think that's going to help you out? Do you think it's going to help you get your dog back? Is that going to get you a job? I'm just being real and serious. King Roman, what is fighting with Rico going to do for you? Increase your resume? Make clients want to deal with you? King Roman, you are much too intelligent and too smart. And you know better because you know how it's going to end. And you should, and I agree with you. I should have ignored Rico. And I agree with you. And now what's going to happen is these people are going to try to set you up and line you up to fight because it's the Hunger Games in the beef sector. This is why I ignore people because even if I did want to fight half of y'all, I ain't giving the folks the satisfaction. Because the biggest victory to me is not giving some of you all the satisfaction. These people in the beef sector are going to do what they're going to do. You are right. If they were so concerned about Rico, they would have been helping them long before the dog situation. But hey, it is what it is. I told them I wouldn't give it to nobody because my thing is I gave you suggestions and I gave you wise suggestions. Did you use it? But it is what it is. And all I get understanding. There's safety and wise counsel. Not stupid counseling, but wise counsel. So King Roman, on a real tip, move on. You got a lot going on in your life. You sound like you got some things in the mix that's going to pan out and be lucrative for you. Because people who don't have anything to lose will cause you to lose. And you fighting with Rico ain't gonna help your business. You fighting with these sector folks. That's exactly what they want. They want to fight with you. They want this beef. Oh, these people are salivating. And let me say this too. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. King Roman did not shade Treasure Life. Y'all are some lying spirits. And this is why you always gotta check. Because maybe these people will lie. I listened to King Roman. King Roman said, I'm not afraid of James. But he said that, hey, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. He's going to say what he's going to say. And that's it. I didn't hear anything derogatory. Did he say some things derogatory about QB? Yes. Swanee? Yes. J. Dunn? Yes. Rico? Yes. I didn't hear him say anything about Philip Boy. I heard him mention his name. You're either part of the problem or part of the solution. He said something. Now, I didn't know if he was talking about the Miss O or Olivia the Oracle. Now, I heard Olivia give her discourse, but I wasn't too sure. But I will say, King Roman, people have the right to say what they want to say. You do too. And my thing is, you did give an F. You know why you gave an F? Because I'm trying to stop cussing. I've been calling people hoes and bees, so I'm trying to. The girls say I've been cursing a little too much, so I'm kind of bring it down. Trying to bring it down. But you do care because you was raised somewhat in a decent manner. You do care because you do have a conscience. You know when it's too far. You know that. And I'm glad that you have some type of mechanism, conviction, to say, you know, you were wrong. You are reflective. When you don't have that, that's when it becomes a problem. Now, what you don't care about is how people feel about what you put out and what you said. And I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Everybody is not doxing. So don't tell everybody to be safe to doxing. I ain't called nobody job. I didn't drop nobody's address. Now, have I driven by people's house to say that's where that luxury apartment is? I did, on a public road. And believe it or not, the people who were laughing, they had already went to the house. But I don't call people's jobs. I don't call people's moms. I don't drop people's addresses. Everybody's not doxxed. Say some people, but not every. Because everybody's not doing it. I just wish y'all the best. Rico, go to your corner and chill out. Don't go back to jail. You are looking very stressed. You're looking very tired. You're looking very worn. No shade. I'm just telling you. And you're focusing in on the wrong thing. You need to be focusing in on, hey, let me get another job. Let me go to this court case. Because you don't know what's getting ready to happen. King Roman, if you got all of this going on that you say you got going on, you don't have time for this. And that's no shame. You don't. All of these people that dropped in and everything, I don't even pay these people attention anymore. They call for attention. I don't pay them attention anymore. You know why? Because you're not getting ready to build your channel off of me trying to fight with you. Some of these people don't got anything going on for themselves at all. Be better and not bitter. People want you to be angry. People want you to do irrational, illogical things. You and Rico ain't going to be friends. Y'all probably never friends. Y'all were probably associates. Ain't no friends on YouTube. If you got a camera and you get clicks and views, and if you got a friendship, like I said, everybody should know about it. It should be between you and that friend. Because one thing I will say is you should even try to put your friendship in that harm way. You should do everything to protect your friendship, not put it on YouTube for display. Those are my content creators. Stop trying to push stuff up. Try to be peacemakers instead of strife stirrers. We're wrong. We messy. We do our commentary, but in this situation, it got real. So could it be that a subscriber or another content creator called and it stuck? Are you all more interested in putting it on King Roman or really finding out who may have called the police on Rico? Whose report brought the police over there? Well, I just want to jump on King Roman because, he did it because he was going at Rico. Rico was going at him. Like I said, y'all, I'm looking at both sides. King Roman could have investigated that credit card, had Trademark Fortune fired, or at least caused major trouble for Trademark Fortune, all because Rico wanted to get back. Okay? waving a weapon with a direct threat, not a indirect, but a direct threat. Could have called right then and there. We know that Rico did that. We witnessed it. Now, King Roman did call animal control on the phone, on the camera. Did it look good? Oh, the optics were very bad. It was very bad. King Roman, when you've done what you needed to do and you are satisfied with what you presented, the hell with these people and move the hell on. Because you ain't going to satisfy everybody. Some people will never, ever see it for you. Ever. Rico, people ain't going to see it for you. Some people, they are disgusted with you. What you going to do? Sit there and fight them all day or go find a job? What you going to do? You going to go to everybody's house and fight them? What sense does that make? So those are my thoughts. I think both of the parties could do better. King Roman, nobody ain't piling up on you. Everybody goes this way. How you approach it is going to determine how you come out of it. Now, you can sit there and be uber sensitive and angry and upset and want to attack everybody, or you can sit there and look at it and move right on. Because these people want to fight. Oh, they want to. And y'all stop trying to be the baddest. That junk don't mean nothing. Let me tell you something. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Oh, I call the cops. Oh, I do. I wish you would trespass on my property. I will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. Because I am not a lawbreaker. And I'm not going to have no lawbreakers. And it's not being scared or nobody. No. Rico, you found out exactly what street law do to you. Get you right in jail. You had you losing jobs. Because all of these people who dealing with street law, yeah, they in jail. Baby, that law don't care about your morals and baby, it's the law. All of this doxing, y'all better stop it. People going to jail. Things getting ready to get tighter. Rico ain't only going to go be in a holding cell. People on probation doing crazy stuff. I'm like, baby, if you got probation, excuse me, people done been to jail. They in the system. Acting like they don't have nothing going on. Now, Rico, if your record clean, try to keep it clean. But you messing with King Roman ain't going to help. Content creators, try to initiate peace and stop being messy and trying to get people to fight all the time. It says a lot about you. And the main ones who doing it be hollering Jesus, Jesus. Because let me tell you what, some of y'all don't get what you deserve. Rico, you escaped the bullet. Because I thought people were going to call with that knife situation. Again, that was a direct threat. King Roman, move on. If you got all of this going on, then move on. Everything doesn't warrant a response. Never let them see you sweat. I mean, if you're going to be angry for the show. But you weren't angry for the show. You were angry because you was pissed off. I'm going to be the bad guy. No. If you would have been the bad guy, you would have never came up and took responsibility. Villains don't take responsibility, baby. They just be villains. Just take responsibility and let people say what the hell they want and you move on. And address things accordingly on a case-by-case basis. Because some cases don't even need to be open. Just let them stay closed. And like I told Rico, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Because anger is going to take a lot of your lives, whether it's by heart, because of the stress, or y'all going to run up on somebody, or you're going to go to jail because you misunderstood something. This is YouTube, people. It's not all that serious. Do your show. Let the curtain close. Go to your dressing room. Take your costume off and go home or go wherever you're going to go. But stop crossing the stage trying to hang out with the people. Rico, you know you uber sensitive. If people bother you, then stop looking at them. I can't tell you what people saying about me because I don't look at half these folks. Ryan done said something, and I could care 10 cents what he said. I ain't even gonna look at it. That's why I done blocked all of the priority alerts and stuff. And I tell people, if you gonna send me some news I can use. I don't need nobody talking about, ooh, somebody said something. I don't give a damn about that. Some people do. I don't. Care less about what let's say. I don't even go over there. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't give a damn. Because I really don't. I came up here for one thing. To entertain, to collect my AdSense check, and to move on. I didn't come to make no friends. I didn't come to be buddy with people. I didn't come for that. I came for my money. It can sound very harsh and unfriendly, but it is what it is. I have friends. I have a loved one. I'm not looking for love on YouTube. I ain't looking for. I'm just looking for content and how I'm going to present and how I'm going to work my script. That's it. That's it. And that's all. Ooh, they said this about you, so and because most of the people who saying something got major issues. Ooh, they talking about your house. Most of the hoes who talking about the house don't got one. I'm just being real, and it ain't even a brag. It's people's insecurity. So when you know who you are, you don't have to do all of that other stuff, all of that extra stuff. And that's what I really had to say, you all. And you know, people may or may not listen. That's fine. You know, people come up because people are going to give commentary on what I just said, too. I don't give a damn. I meant what I said. Right is right. You can either be a part of the problem or part of the solution. Now, am I messy? For sure. But when it comes for people going to jail and people losing careers and stuff, y'all really need to consider that. Is it really worth it? Another thing when people do things, but y'all need to chill out. It's a lot of people. Oh, he went after Tulsa, too. I know how Tulsa get down. I told Tulsa too, you need to chill out. You need to chill out, girl. I don't have a dossier on everybody. Because I really am not that. I'm not really that. I'm really not just that interested. I deal with it as it comes. Roman, the man, and Rico, stop calling people government name out. See, again, you getting ready to get in trouble because you angry too. See, King Roman ain't the only one who angry. Rico is angry as well. One thing I like about Mayor Harold Washington, the late Mayor Harold Washington, he said, what's fair is fair. If I cover the potholes in the white neighborhood, I got to cover the potholes in the black neighborhood. If I give the white neighborhood school books, then I need to do it in the black and Hispanic neighborhood. What's fair is fair. It is what it is. Rico, you got anger issues. You really do. And you need to invest in yourself. Don't get mad at what other people doing and how they invest in yourself. You got every opportunity. Every opportunity. Why ain't you doing nothing? Go get that counseling. It'll open some doors for you. It will free you and release you. King Roman, get some counseling because you are angry. I'm like, man, why are you sitting up here angry and stuff? You just gave a picture perfect situation of, I take accountability. And then all of a sudden, like, okay. I don't think it's always short term. Never think about the long term. Never, I just hope y'all do better. I'm not trying to put myself like, oh, I'm so great, but I'm not letting these people get to me because at the end of the day, I don't call. And King Roman, like I said, you've done stuff to me, and I'm like, are you serious? Is a college educated man in a fraternity doing this kind of shit? And I just sat back. I'm like, okay, I don't really know what I can do legally, but this is ridiculous. And I had to take a pause because I even said, I don't believe they called your job. And it was wrong. Whoever did. Now, they're saying that your ex-partner did it. I'm not sure. But even if he did, it was still wrong. But then for you to be worse than the people who've done it to you, I'm like, wow. I really sat back and I'm like, wow. You can say whatever you want about me, but I ain't never called a job before. I've never dropped your address or your real name and everything. I've just gone back and forth with you. But when you did that, I'm like, man, you really are kind of unhinged. So I hope what you said is what you really mean. Because I do believe Spillet Boy to be right. If you see, I look at it a different way. Because I thought that would stand up, and I thought that's what you should do. But if you didn't mean it, then take the video down if you don't mean it. And that's why I'm not all rah, 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 and da, 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 because again, I thought you meant it. At any rate, whether you meant it or not, though, it is what it is. I'm not bitter, I'm better. You putting people on Front Street who don't have nothing to do with our beef. And that's why I struck QB. Quite honestly. And I mean, because I don't think you did. But baby, because again, if you're going to come after somebody, come after me. Don't be putting people who don't have nothing to do with this in it. Because y'all have a habit of doing that. And of all people, I'm like, you should know better. Even with the Deepness O situation, I was surprised. Because I'm like, y'all are two simple people. Why y'all doing this? And then to even say, well, Jay Wilson gonna do you work. No, because I tell Deepness O like everybody else, there ain't no friends on YouTube. We 1099. We subcontract. People can get you over here. You can get them together too. But it is what it is. If you click on that link, everybody take a risk. But I ain't never talk under that lady clothes. And the thing is, she met you. So it's like, well, damn, do you want to meet people if that's what they're going to do? And I don't know. And what you are in and what you represent, I'm like, wow. Because don't get me wrong, King Roman and subscribers and content creators. Baby, I'll cuss a storm. But it's for the entertainment purpose. But you ain't going to see me in no store cussing nobody out. You're not going to see me. Let me tell y'all something. I had J Dun's information. Somebody sent it. I deleted it. I said, I'm not going to do that. I didn't even want to be tempted. But I said, Had Timothy Blank. Oh my God. I was like, I'm not getting ready to put that man's church out and all of that stuff. And I like his pastor. Like, you don't know these crazy people these days. You don't know who's going to show up. You don't know, who will act crazy because of. That's why I say, ride or live with me. But if you're doing some death, don't follow me. And if you're doing death, I ain't gonna follow you. And a lot of stuff y'all do is not ride or live. It's ride or die. And I ain't dying for nobody. And I don't want nobody to die for me. You don't have to fight for me. Nope, you ain't going over there finding people information. No, that's a death day. That can get you in trouble. I don't do that kind of stuff. So you're supposed to be a pastor. No, I'm not a pastor. I'm not. I'm clergy, but I'm not a pastor. And I cuss. I sure do. But again, half of y'all pastors drink, done got babies all out of wedlock, hunching men and boys. You ain't gonna. Cussing is a light affliction compared to some of y'all pastors who don't get me started. So again, I feel like I do my comic view, and once it's done, it's done. That's why I tell people, that don't have nothing to do with me. This is my show. This is my show. So that's how I come at it. Has things been done? Yes. I've had people call jobs and stuff, and I'm like, oof. But it's something wrong with the person. And King Roman, I hope nothing is wrong with you that you would do that. I hope anger doesn't get you to the point where you will do something that will jeopardize your livelihood and someone else's. So I really appreciate the fact that you took accountability. And I sincerely received it. Because I'm like, okay, it did seem sincere to me. I know some people like, well, I'm not other people. And I make my own decisions and my own choices, and I don't move according to what other people think, because that's how I am. But if you didn't mean it, take it down. If you didn't mean it, I hope you meant it. Because my thing is, it's still valid. You just need to move on. And one thing you did say was you listened to other content creators, you heard what they said, you reflected on it, and you did something about it. King Roman, hear what I'm saying, reflect on it. You do not need to focus your time on stuff that don't mean nothing. Move on. Dead this. You said what you did. You stood by it. You said that you are not getting the receipt for items you didn't purchase, and leave it exactly like that and move on. Stop being that dead horse, because that's what people want you to do. Rico, you can either be bitter or better. You got a lot of things going on in the fight right now that you need to really focus on. And being mad and angry ain't going to do nothing but cause things to fester. And let me tell you something, bitterness and resentment and envy and hate, it'll eat you up. It'll eat you up. You talking about you got heart issues. Somebody, I don't know who it was, your man or your armor bearer, I don't know. But it was like, hold on, because, and he was like, yeah, my blood pressure. So you need to chill out. Go to your doctor, follow the regimen and your therapy and whatever you got to do. Find a job. Get your hair cut. Be ready for that court date. Don't be belligerent and bombastic. Don't say too much. Because you say a whole lot. You incriminated yourself. Them police officers didn't care about the beef sector. Them police officers didn't care about that. You talking about that? I'm like, is you serious? But they don't care about that. And they just listening to you, and they're like, oh, okay. Don't need to tell everybody everything. And stop making threats to people. Stop thinking that everything is going to be resolved and solved by violence. Violence will get you in jail or in the grave. Jail or the grave. So pick which one you want. You can either be bitter or better, and I hope you become better. Now, you may not like what I said. A lot of people may not like what I said. I might get red or whatever, whatever. That reading stuff, child, it don't bother me at all. I'm victorious. I'm living in the overflow. I'm getting ready to get off this phone now because it's thunder and lightning. But look, y'all take care. I'll be on later tonight. But really consider this. Hey, what's going on? Get back. Go sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Good girl. Sit down. Thank you. Thank you. Sit. Sit. Lyric sit. Lyric sit. Lyric sit. 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 Go sit. Sit. Come on. Sit. Sit. Come here. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Lyric sit. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Anyway. So let me get on now. She don't like the thunder and lightning. So y'all look, I'm gone. I gotta move on. Y'all take care. Peace and love. Bye.